say that at the very beginning, and that's last August, so 10, 11 months ago, something, we launched the action completely spontaneously. So we are basically cultural center, and then we are not NGO involved in humanitarian activities. We have not been, so far, but we've been human beings watching what's happening, and especially it's important that to stress, to point out that the crisis in Belgrade actually occurred in this neighborhood, because we are close to the railway station, we are close to the bus station, and that was their zone, and then we have a little park in front of Mikser House, and they started coming there, and then families started coming there, the kids, mothers, and simply in one moment we could not ignore it, turn the head, and then we decided to launch the action. I'm speaking about this unusual for us activity, which is not unusual, of course, because a lot of people ask us how come cultural center launched such a big and important action, and I always answer that art is about promoting the absolute values like love, like solidarity, like empathy, and for me it's very logical to react that way. So at the very beginning we decided to invite Belgrade people to donate something, and then to come to Mikser House, and we invited refugees as well. And it was a marvelous really moment of my life, I can say today, because thousands came with the candles, with the refugees came. It was really thousands of people who donated something, and they mixed with the refugees. So that contact actually started a year ago here, and then the day after I realized that it's really huge, it's really very important, it's serious. And then we decided to convert our summer garden. We had close to Mikser House, 100 meters from here, place for the concerts, for the theater, open space. And then we decided to invite them there, to organize the aid. And then the next step was, come on, how can we do by ourselves? There are so many of them. And then I invited many other NGOs to create some kind of coalition. And anyhow, in life, in all my projects, I'm always looking for a critical mass to make some project live, So it was really, and then I invited 4 organizations, and for the first kickoff meeting, 20 of them came. So it was really cute and funny and really spontaneous, And then from that moment, the structure started to be built, gradually day by day, because in order to accomplish the task, which was serious, 500, 600, 700 people per day, So we immediately decided to give them food, clothes, shoes, and then gradually we added the showers, then medical care, then legislative, help. And then suddenly it became a little village in the middle of the, Sava Mala. We've been very proud of, especially because of the fact that the story, thanks to internet, really spread out all over the world, not only Europe. So we had people coming from Singapore, from Denmark, from Canada. They saw on the internet, what's happening, to volunteer. So at the end, it was kind of at the end. It's still ongoing, process. We had 1,200 volunteers for 10 months from 58 countries of the world. So we created some kind of United Nations of Miksaliste, and that energy was really important, because, as I said, this is maybe the best year of my life. Why? Because I feel that I improved myself. Because when you share, when you show the empathy, solidarity, you feel better. You feel good, really, and it's biggest benefits, of our action. After 8 or 9 months, due to some projects here, they ruined, Miksaliste city authorities. We've been a little bit at the beginning shocked and sad, and why they're doing that, so quickly. But in one moment, I realized that it's not about the physical territory; it's about emotional territory. So since we had maybe 50 people from Miksaliste, volunteers, activists around, we decided to find the other one. And then I knew at that moment that it's such a strong passion and such a strong project. It's just a matter of time to find the other location. And then we found the other location 15 days after. And then for 13 days we made the project, and then we did some renovation, then changed the roof and electricity and everything. It was done so quickly, nobody believed it, you know. And then now it's a platform that, you know, really inspires us to go further on, not only to give first aid, which is of course compulsory. You have to help them, simply they're physically exhausted. But we're preparing some plans and projects to offer them how to integrate some of them into the society. We think it's very good not only for them, of course, but for the society to create a multicultural atmosphere. We love our city, our country, and then we think that's a condition to, you know, to proceed, you know, with the new ideas, new cultures, new solidarity. You know, yeah, that's how it worked here. Well, the destiny of them so far on the Balkan route have been that they've been actually transit migrants, just passing through our countries, going towards some pinky future in Germany, Sweden, whatsoever. I very often recall one drawing on the wall in our kids' corner in Miksalište, where the kids actually have been drawing, you know, the experience about the war and everything was happening to them. And then I saw some planes and bombs in Syria, for instance, then train, like families traveling towards dreamland in Europe. And then we saw at the end, the third picture was some rosy, pinky, beautiful Germany, idolized, you know. So it was so touching to see, but it tells a lot about their dreams and projections. They think some paradise is waiting, really. We saw it many times. So it's not true, of course, and we expect that in coming years, months, perhaps, some of them will stop on the road or will be back from Germany, you know, somewhere, and then we would like to create some conditions here, good, creative conditions for them to stay. And then I think no policy can do it, even from Brussels or from our countries. It has to be creative plan from here, from the local communities and collectives like ours, you know. So that's a plan to make some kind of model, you know, role model, because we think it's good for both sides. It's good for Europe, and then it's good for Serbia. We're very practical people here, so we're from a real situation and academic framework. It's very important to prepare the people, local community, because everything what is strange is not so welcome on Balkans. You know, you don't react promptly. You have to get used to it. And then, since the people here still have some prejudice about origin, track record, you know, of newcomers here, the migrants, the other religion and the other culture, our task is first to make some kind of entry point which would be civilized, and then some kind of work on them, and I call it double integration. They should integrate as well into the multicultural society. I think we have chances to do it. I'm sure that they are more than 51%, and then we are making those plans with you know, some concrete actions. I mentioned today that we already, you know, informed all the neighbors around our center that they are welcome for the free medical check. And then some other, you know, we'll organize some gatherings there, maybe even some parties, you know. So I think that's a good way to start to eliminate, you know, the fears that something strange or bad is happening, something human is happening actually. That's our goal too.